Hey folks, it's CC, and today I'm bringing you another Project Ares PvP analysis. Today I'm be analyzing my friend's gameplay. He sent it in. If you guys want to send in your gameplay, just message me on YouTube with a link to the video. This video is by PandaBattalion, one of my close friends. Link to his channel in the description. Link to his Project Ares stats page is also in the description. Go ahead and subscribe. I already have him linked on my channel and everything. He's a great guy, really good friend of mine. So go watch his videos and subscribe to him if you want to. He's a great guy. Seriously, do it. Anyway, first thing I noticed is that he organizes his inventory the way he wants to. Being familiar with how each map organizes the starting layout and then being able to organize your inventory the way you want it quickly and efficiently is key. You have to be able to know where everything's going to be. And you see that he runs up, grabs diamond right away. Of course, you're going to want diamonds while you're on blocks because diamond armor against anything else, it's going to be good. You don't want to be like, you don't want to bring a knife to a gunfight, pretty much, you know. He also grabs iron, and you'll see here that he grabs water, and grabbing water on blocks is good because you never know when you're going to need it. And you'll see later on that he's going to go for the Skybridge method, and this is kind of a Skybridge analysis, talking about how Skybridges are useful, Skybridges aren't useful, etc., etc. He grabs the water from there. Sometimes people forget there is also water in the mines if all of those water sources are out. If all of those water sources are out. Always, if you do take those water sources, make an infinite spring like Panda did right there, because you want to make sure that you're gonna have water late game. If you want to water your core or something like that, if you want to defend, if you have defenders and there's no water left, you know, it's gonna be kind of bogus. There are OP bows with sharpness 3, sharpness 2, power 1 in the piston heads, and I definitely recommend getting those because power 1 bow, power bows are just really good, especially when you're facing against diamond armor. And you'll see this is the Skybridge tactics. So I guess let's talk about a little bit about Skybridges real quick. So you have the good things and the bad things about Skybridges. The good things is that you will have a one-way bridge to their side, pretty much. Unless they pillar up, in which case you can also shoot them off while they're pillaring up. But Skybridging is good because it allows your team to get to their side, and usually their team cannot use it against you. Usually. Obviously, the disadvantages of Skybridging are you're extremely vulnerable. You're on a one-wide platform high up in the air. If you get shut off, you will fall off and die, pretty much. That is almost a guaranteed. If you get shot, you're dead. Sometimes you can finagle your way into living, especially if you do a water bucket drop. Let's see, what else about Skybridges are there? It's slow going. As you can see, this is actually not the fastest way to Skybridge. What you want to do to Skybridge faster, you want to go all the way to either edge of the block, and then you want to go and you want to walk backwards. So you're actually like off the block pretty much. It's not a good explanation, but if you watch some of my other videos, I think I do it in some of them. But as you can see, unless if a Skybridge goes unnoticed, it's a huge benefit. You will not be shot at, and you will not be hindered, and you can go right for their objective, right for their core. You can carpet bomb on some maps. One thing I recommend is to not do what this guy's doing. The guy next to Panda is shooting down. If you're on a Skybridge, stealth and not being noticed is key. If you start shooting at people, you will get noticed and you will get fired back upon, and that is not good. You do not want that to happen, because once you get fired back upon, if you get hit once, you're dead. You're gonna fall off and die. So just a bridge. Don't care about shooting people. Don't care about getting kills while you're on a Skybridge. You're on a Skybridge to complete an objective. You're not on a Skybridge to get kills unless you're carpet bombing, but that's a totally different scenario. And you'll see that here people start shooting back. Oh, better than we get. So Panda pillars up higher to get away from the archer fire, and you'll see There's a good example later on in the video where the arrows actually they don't have enough momentum to actually keep going, so he's at like the perfect height. Now see, he's helping out his teammate, giving him blocks. Always be aware of your teammates if they need help to get up places. Always be aware of your teammates in general. It just helps. And see, so this is why he grabbed the buckets of water, so he could water down on top of their TNT and then go right to their core. If you can't see, the blue squares are TNT that's just colored blue. And then you'll see the little obsidian obtrusion heading towards the red space. That is a core, and that's where Panda is eventually aiming to go. Skybridges, I personally am not a big fan of them, but they do have their places. They do have their resources. I mean, they're definitely good in some circumstances, and in some maps they're better than others. Blocks, I recommend. It's probably one of the better maps. They did just lower the world height, so you can't build up as high as you used to, so it's probably not as good anymore, but it's still decent, I would say. And you use your water bucket to come back up here. So you see the arrows. I don't know if you saw it there, but you'll see the arrows just barely. Anyway, the slow velocity up here allows him to dodge them very easily, and also makes it a lot easier. So that's why he pillared up even higher, because he knew he was being shot at. So see, you can see the arrows coming. I don't know how that one did not hit him. Anyway, he drops the water to drop down. When you're on a sky bridge, if you are dropping down like this, do what Panda does, and do not hop down right away. You want to make sure that your water gets all the way to the bottom, and if you hop down right away, enemy will be waiting for you, and you'll have a bad day. You'll have a bad day pretty much. But wait for an opportune moment you think is good, and he sees that there's another red over there distracting them a little bit, so he's thinking about it. He's assessing the situation, figuring out when it's best to go, when it's best not. You want to have the advantage, right? You don't want to go into a place where you're on equal footing. If you're on equal footing, it's like a 50-50 chance of winning or losing, pretty much, unless you're good at PvP, which I guess I'd consider Panda good at PvP, but you never know. Just be careful. You always want to have the advantage. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there in particular. I'm not sure what that goes, but see, he says there's no blues down there anymore guarding the water drop, so he's going to go down right now. And you see you have tons of reds down here. Got a red guy mining the core, and this is his chance. He's going to go mine the core. He sees there's no blues around, no blues watching him. He's going to mine the core. That's what you want to do. You want to wait for the opportune moment, go mine the core. However, he did not put any blocks behind him. He didn't encase himself in anything, and that's going to lead to his death eventually. But he does mine it out, thank goodness, in time. But you want to be careful of that, because people can sneak up behind you and get you. You wanna make sure that there's a backdrop or something, because people will come up behind you. Anyway, that's it. He wins the game. Skybridge, sometimes good, sometimes bad, and I hope I see you guys in another video. Bye, guys.